guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thank you so much for joining me on your reading. I would firstly like to say so sorry that I haven't been on the last 3 to 4 weeks. I have been really busy. I moved home. I've been dealing with private clients. I was trying to sort the apartment out and get it to look the way that I want it to look. And amidst all of that kind of madness, I knew that something had to be sacrificed. Unfortunately, it had to be YouTube, because I just didn't have time to fit you in, to do the videos, to edit, all of that good stuff that I really like to do. Because I like to try and bring out decent, polished videos that look, aesthetically pleasing, getting the right direction on the cards and that type of thing, as well as trying to be really informative. And I knew that if I put stuff out with the way that things were, with trying to move and get, my apartment the way that I wanted it to, it would have just been an almighty mess, and I wouldn't have been able to concentrate. And plus, obviously, dealing with my own private clients and that, just wasn't a good time to get anything out on YouTube. So things are feeling a lot better now. My apartment is finally taking shape. This is the new kind of office area. At my old apartment, I built this massive desk filled with like 6 desks, loads of camera equipment everywhere, and it was incredible to work on that, on that type of platform, doing personal clients and also YouTube. But then I realised that moving to my new apartment, I didn't really want to work like that. It felt a bit chaotic. So I have a smaller desk now, as you can see. You can't see everything on the desk. I might do a tour or something of the apartment when I get a chance. But I've got a smaller desk. It's brilliant. I've got all my cards and books and everything and office equipment over here and that type of thing. So everything feels a lot more kind of sharp and a lot more put together and a lot less chaotic. So yeah, things are really looking up and looking good, and I'm feeling good and raring to go. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing your reading today for you. I thought that we might actually, guys, do a month ahead reading. Because I didn't have time this week to get any weeklies out. There just wasn't any time to do it. So yeah, we're going to do monthly. We're going to look at September 2020 for each of the signs, see what's going down with you guys, okay? Please recognise as well, guys, that this is a general reading. So for some of you guys it's going to resonate, and for some of you guys it won't. The other thing to say is please give the video a like and a thumbs up. So is it a like and a thumbs up? It's the same thing, isn't it? So no, give the video a like. Please give the video a like, because it really does help the channel. And also, if you can, put a comment down in the comment section, guys. It really helps the algorithms and everything with the channel. So if you can do that for me, I would be eternally grateful. That would be absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, we're going to do your reading now, guys. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do a Celtic cross for the reading for the month ahead. Yeah, I think I am, because usually on the weeklies I would do sort of, general, career and love, but I think on this reading it's probably just going to be the Celtic this week, okay, for September. So guys, get a cup of tea, get a coffee, get a cold drink, get a snack, sit back, relax, and just really enjoy your reading. And it's really good to be back. For all of you also, finally, who wrote to me and said, Carol, where are you, where have you been, what's going on with you, are you okay? As you can see, I'm absolutely fine. It's simply that I was moving house, and whilst moving house, too difficult to do too many things at one time. So yeah, sit back, guys, relax, and please enjoy the reading. Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So, I'm going to show you the deck we are using for your September 2020 reading. We are going to be using the This Might Hurt Tarot deck. I'm going to get a new one of these this week. This is getting really scuffed on the sides, so yeah. But this is probably, besides the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin and the Dark Mansion Tarot, these are probably my 3 most favourite decks. I'm probably going to do a video actually on my favourite decks of all time, which, yeah, I think I'm going to do a video on that actually, because I've got so many of them. But I always, whenever I'm doing personal clients or YouTube, this is my go-to deck for sure. I love this deck very much, so I'm going to use this one today. This is a new arrival. Well, these 2 are both new actually. These came yesterday. This is the pocket edition of the Next World Tarot. If any of you guys have got the Next World Tarot, guys, you'll know that the standard deck, the first edition that came out of this particular deck by Christy, can I pronounce her name? Christie Sea Road. It's a humongous deck. It's massive. The cards are actually, it's a large deck. I prefer large decks rather than smaller ones, so you'll know that it's a large deck. But she decided to do a pocket edition, just discovered it on Amazon the other day, and I thought, oh my goodness, got to get that. So yeah, we're going to use that for any clarifiers. And finally, this is a new deck as well, came yesterday, the Mystical Healing Reading cards by Ina Segal. I've already got, I think, a couple of her decks. One is Blessed Be, I can't quite remember the other one, but she always produces the most beautiful decks. I just love working with her stuff, it's really powerful. So we're going to use that for your spiritual advice this week. So guys, as I always say, you know what my mantra is, please sit back, relax, enjoy the reading, go and get a snack and just kind of, you know, get comfy and listen to the messages that are being sent to you via Spirit today. Hi Cancer, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your September 2020 reading. Let's make a start. Right, Cancerians, we've got the cards down. Let's have a look. So what are you experiencing? This is the area that I look at what you're experiencing in September 2020. Ooh, that's you, isn't it? That's you on the card, Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. Queen of Cups would represent a Cancerian. I think that you're experiencing a time of deep spiritual reflection, and it's an interesting thing. I never really thought about it this way, but if you look at the cup that you hold, because that's you, the Queen of Cups, if you've got the cup that you hold there, it's almost like a reflection, and we can see a reflection of the moon in the water here. So the Queen of Cups is deeply reflective. She's also very receptive as well. She tends to internalize and she tends to mop up a lot of people's emotions and feelings on things. So I think that you're experiencing a time of deep reflection. Sometimes she can be moody, I won't lie. Queen of Cups can be seen as the moody queen. She doesn't look moody on this card. She just looks like she's in a deep state of kind of thought. She can be somebody who opens her heart to people. She can be somebody who absorbs other people's feelings. That's why she's seen as being quite empathic and understanding. She can also be somebody who's very focused inward and on her dreams. But I think that you're going through a deeply reflective time during September. Let's have a look at what's influencing this. Right, so there's some pressures, 10 of Wands. So perhaps one of the reasons that you're going through this deeply reflective state with the Queen of Cups energy, or you could be opening your heart, you may be having to, what you may be faced with is the need to be supportive of others and carry some emotional support for others. Maybe somebody's going through a really stressful time, or maybe you're feeling deeply reflective because you're carrying a lot of struggles and pressures with that 10 of Wands. What's causing this Queen of Cups energy here? Well, I think something to do with a family member here. Something in the family, someone in your family here is causing this sense of deep reflection. Maybe somebody in the family is struggling to a great degree with this 10 of Coins and the 10 of Wands. Or maybe there's struggles with money, for example. Maybe this isn't family, but it's money. It might be something to do with financial security that's causing you to reflect with that Queen. Maybe you're going through some stresses concerning the financial element of your life there. What external factors are contributing to this reflection here? Justice. I mean, it could be two things, couldn't it? The external factors contributing to why you would probably be reflecting so ardently in September with the Queen of Cups energy. And Queen of Cups is about emotional reflecting, so we're reflecting on things in an emotional way. We're going inward, okay? We're connecting with our spirit, we're connecting with our intuition. Could this be something legal perhaps with the Justice energy showing here? So maybe there's something legal, maybe it concerns your home here. Maybe there's something pressurizing, maybe you're reflecting emotionally on the situation because there's something about the home. Maybe there's something legal or a decision that needs to be made about property, the home. There's a lot of pressure here with this Ten of Wands energy. There's a need to kind of tap into your intuition to find the answers with the Queen of Cups energy. What have you been experiencing in the last few weeks concerning this situation, Cancerians? The Ace of Coins is what you've been experiencing. So I think you've been experiencing some help here with the Ace of Coins. You have received, I would say in the last few weeks, probably some form of financial support or help. I think you've received offers of help with the Ace of Coins energy. Because the Ace of Coins is giving something. If you look at what it's doing, it's got the hand on the coin. So there's money here. Okay. So I think that you've been experiencing probably with that Ace of Pentacles energy showing there some form of material support. Some form of support that's being handed to you. Therefore, what's the most... So even though, I mean, I do think some of you guys might have issues with property matters. That's what's coming to me. Because I've got the Justice and the Ten of Coins, which can be... I mean, Justice and Ten of Coins could also be marriage. So it could be for some of you guys, you're going through a difficult time. Ten of Wands energy. Possibly these two cards, because this is the cause of that reflection. But the external factors contributing towards that. So we've all are justice. So doing the right things as well. So maybe there's something to do with either your marriage or the home or property. The stress is going on with those things here. And the external factors contributing to this is about kind of trying to, maybe there's something to do with trying to balance something out. Or trying to correct something. Or trying to do the right thing. Or there's a decision that needs to be made in league with these things. But I actually feel that this is more financial because of that help that you've received, the Ace of Coins, which is money. So I feel there's something to do with perhaps it's not so much marriage or relationship. It looks to me like it's about money, property matters, money. And there's a lot of stress going on around either, you know, your finances or the home or property or something like that. And the external factors contributing to deep reflection because it's all about trying to do the right thing. Justice energy showing there. Could be something legal as well, but you've received, I think, some financial help concerning this. So I don't think you've been completely on your own. I think you've either had, you know, a family member or friends or whatever saying, look, we know you're going through a difficult time. So, and even if it is something to do with losing property or losing your home because you can't afford to make the repayments, then the Ace of Coins would probably come from, you know, your bank or something like that, giving you enough, you know, giving you more time to pay, or, you know, maybe you've been offered a loan or something like that. What's the most, so you've not kind of done this, you've not been completely on your own, I don't think. I think you've had some support in the matter anyway. What's the most likely outcome then, as a result of the cards we're seeing so far? Judgment. I feel that you're going to have to make some very important decisions here with the Judgment energy. I mean, the situation, whatever it is for you, whether it could be for, as I've said, I'm getting a feeling it's either perhaps to do with your job, your home where you live, money, stability, that type of thing. And you've been offered some help with the Ace of Coins, financial help, but you're not always going to get that. So I get the impression that you're going to have to make a really important decision. Perhaps for some of you guys, if it's to do with kind of giving up your home or, you know, staying in your home, it might be the life-changing decision might be to sell up, for example, with the Judgment energy showing there. Or the life-changing decision might be if you're struggling in a job or a long-term job, might be to go and get another job. Judgment is all about making life-changing decisions, and the most likely outcome is you're going to have to weigh up the pros and cons and make a life-changing decision in terms of how you can try and relieve the situation here. What are you experiencing kind of by the end of September, Cancerians? The Ten of Swords is what you're experiencing. See, the Ten of Swords, you know, it's one of those funny cards. I think that this is absolute burnout, personally. Just looking at in the grand scheme of things in terms of the reading, I think some of you guys are literally at the end of your tether, perhaps, with that Ten of Swords. There's a lot of just completely a feeling of giving up, and with the Ten of Swords energy showing here. And it's funny because surrounding your reflection, we have 4 cards that would represent endings and new beginnings, because you've got 3 tens, which means the ending of a cycle is the reflection around you. What you're reflecting on around you is, surrounding you, is endings, and Judgment, ending one life and going into another. So there's definitely something about a deeply reflective time for Cancerians concerning ending one phase of their life and moving into another. But I think that some of you guys literally with the Ten of Swords, I mean, this could be coming to the end of a painful situation, or you're just at that point where with the Ten of Swords energy, it's literally just saying, I give in, I give up, I'm surrendering, that's it. some of you guys, it might just be complete mental pressure, almost feeling a sense of just powerlessness to really try and recover the situation. What is the universe advising concerning that? It's advising you to do the King of Swords. So this isn't a person. Well, it could be. It might be advising you to go and get some advice. King of Swords energy. To get some advice. To get some clear, concise, practical advice from this individual here. It may be that you can't deal with the situation with the Ten of Swords, but somebody else can. The King of Swords. This is somebody who has great knowledge, great power, great intellect, great foresight, great clarity of mind. So the advice might be to go and seek out the services of this person if you find it difficult to handle whatever's going on here. Because I think there's a situation when I look at the reading, Cancerians, that some of you guys have been trying to cope with for a very, very long time. But I just feel that by the end of September, you're in that place where you're like, literally, I can't cope with this any longer. There's no way that I can do this on my own. So the advice would probably to go out and get this person here. Somebody who can help and who can advise you in terms of the right strategy to take next. What are your hopes or fears? I think your hopes will be just to be secure. You want to be secure and stable. I'm feeling for some of you guys it may be to do with property, the home, that type of thing. But your hope would be to be stable and secure and to be okay and to be comfortable. To basically, with that Queen of Coins, to remedy the situation. Okay, I think it may be for some of you guys something to do with property, probably payments, that type of thing. You may have received help from family to pay for property, for example. If you're feeling by the end of September at a place where you're kind of like you can't cope anymore with the situation with the Ten of Swords, you just feel done in, tired, like I give up, Ten of Swords, I surrender, I can't fight this anymore. Where is everything heading towards in October? So where is everything, as a result of that, where will everything lead to? Yeah, there's an ending here, death. You're done with the situation here. Look at those cards. It's leading to death. I'm not surprised that that showed up. I see you completely giving up on a situation here in September. Cancerians, completely. You've done all you can do, but look at the clues in the reading. You're stressed out. That's why you're going through a deeply reflective time in September with the Queen of Cups. Because this deeply reflective situation here for some of you Cancerians is rooted in the home. Ten of Coins energy, property. So what's causing you to go into this deep reflection is something to do with your property, perhaps. Ten of Coins energy. Okay. What's influencing you to reflect on that property externally is justice. It may be something legal, or you need to make the right choice or make the right decision, or try and get something back into balance here concerning the property, probably payments. Maybe you're stressed about how you pay for your property, for example. And what's influencing you reflecting on how do I get myself back into, you know, back into, I think it's the red. I think that's what they say, back in the red or something like that, or just back in some form of alignment with money, with property. This energy, me reflecting on this property matter here and the pressures that I'm finding with that property showing here. I don't think I mean, it could be a job, it could be a long-term job for some of you guys, or it could be property, but you're stressed out about it. And you're reflecting now and you're saying, maybe I should give this up. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I give it up? Because it's not only influenced by, the reflection is not only influenced by doing the right thing, it's also influenced by trying to gain some balance back, because something is in a little bit of chaos here. You have received help, apparently, the tarot is saying in the last few weeks. You received financial help, some of you guys. Perhaps if it's property matters, you received some financial help to pay the rent or the mortgage. But that won't last forever. And the most likely outcome will be that you're going to have to make a really, really big decision here, and it's going to be a life-changing one, because this situation cannot carry on. It just can't carry on. You might have received some help over the last few weeks, but that help will not continue, which is quite right, because this is something for you to clear up and not necessarily anybody else. I do see coming in by the end of by the end of September is you're done with the situation. There's just you don't feel there's anything more that you can do with the Ten of Swords, and the advice if you're feeling like that with the Ten of Swords, Cancer, would be to engage the help of this King of Swords, this skilled expert, this person who has lots of information and knowledge and hints and tips and tricks and whatever it is that he's got up his sleeve that he can share with you. Okay, because you're going to need to tap into the guidance of that king, because you can't do anything now. You're tired. You're kind of like, I'm done with this. So the universe says if you're done and you literally don't feel that you can hold this up anymore, go and get the advice, engage and get the advice and guidance of that King of Swords. He'll put you on the right track. Your hopes would be that you would be able to perhaps maintain something here, maybe maintain the property, or just be okay and secure. I think that the fact the cards are showing that you're done with the situation by this end of September, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're kind of like, you say, I can't deal with this anymore. I think it is going to lead to an ending here. This is you probably could be giving up a property or giving up a job or something that makes you feel extraordinarily stressed out, especially in terms of having to pay things that you can't afford. And I get the impression this is you, some of you guys even lending money with that Ace of Coins energy showing there in the recent weeks concerning this situation. You know it can't carry on, and you're kind of at that point there with the Ten of Swords. So I think that this is leading to you ending the situation by October. Okay, let's have a look then at the spiritual advice via the cards on this matter. Universe, Spirit, what is the spiritual advice? Well, it's not necessarily to do with this matter, but what is just show, give me the spiritual advice you have for Cancer, please, concerning this situation in September. What is the spiritual advice? So it says examine your integrity in September. That's what you need to do. You need to be examining your integrity. Let's have a look at what the book says about this. So number 11. So your eye has been weakened, which means that you are vulnerable to other people's influence. Only you can decide through clear objective thinking and feelings what is best for you. And that could also be it, that if you are feeling completely powerless and mentally tired and exhausted, the advice is to try and think clearly and objectively. I mean, I still feel that you need to speak to somebody who has a great deal of knowledge and who can help you and guide you with that king. But also this is the card of clear thinking, clear and objective thinking too. So take the time you need to go within, look at the bigger picture and ask, what are the long-term consequences of this decision? You are being asked to examine your personal integrity and make a stand for something that aligns with your strongest ideals. The choices you make now will not only impact your life, but also your experience in the spiritual world and your future lives. Even though you may feel that you are giving up a fantastic opportunity, be aware that new potent possibilities are opening up to you, and these possibilities will allow you to influence others in a truly positive manner, thus creating ripples of goodness in the world. Okay, fantastic reading. I would like to say, Cancerians, thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you would like your own personal reading, click on the link in the comment section below or the end screen. And yeah, thanks for joining me on your reading. I will see you on your week ahead readings, which should be sitting right next door to this one, so make sure you check that out. Take care, guys. Love you. Bye.